Hi guys, this is Jessie with I Need Henna Art Company. We are doing day 8 of the daily art practice challenge. The challenge is to practice every single day for at least 30 days and see how well you transform. And people have been asking me for tutorials, so I started these videos. Not really a professional at this, so once I figure things out, I hopefully will get better. I'm part of I Need Henna Art Company. It's actually my company, and you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at I Need Henna, and our Facebook is facebook.com I Need Henna. If you're interested in joining our daily practice challenge, look for Daily Art Practice Challenge on Facebook, and I will add you if you make a request. And the reason I put the word art is because some of us are not only henna artists, we do other art forms. So as long as you're practicing and drawing and doing something that is artistic and creative, feel free to join. Only requirement is that you actually do post daily. So I'm going to start chasing those current members who aren't posting daily. And if you are posting daily, thank you. So that's that. Let's move that along. I do want to let you guys know this is my third video. I'm having trouble uploading to YouTube, so I've been trying different apps. Hopefully I will get this sorted out. So to go over something that I mentioned in a previous video, I had said that I had met a wonderful henna artist at a henna conference a few years ago. Her name was Min White, and she was actually a certified Zentangle teacher. And Zentangle is an art form that involves abstract drawings using certain elements. And she had told me that the certain elements were 5 things, and I found out that it's called the elemental strokes. I was a little bit off, but I'm glad I'm able to correct it. I still may be a little bit wrong, and if I am, please feel free to clarify for me, because I am not a Zentangle teacher, or I don't even do Zentangle that much, but I do love the concept of this. So the concept was there are 5 basic elemental strokes in Zentangle, and if you're interested, this is the spelling if you want to Google and research more. And the 5 were the dot, the line, and now lines can be tall, short, thick, thin, parallel, different things like diametrically opposing. And then the next one was the curve. The curve can be a very soft line, a very rounded line, and something in between a curve and a line, I guess, is just the slightest thing. So any variation of this curve would work. And the other thing they have was the reverse curve, and the reverse curve is basically the curve plus the reverse of it. So this side and this side, and so that would really be an S, but the S can be upside down looking like this, or fatter and thinner, can be looser, it can be equal sizes, or it can be much more rounded like a backward S, and obviously the correct S. So that was the reverse curve. And then there is the circle. You can have big circles, small circles, circle, 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 and it's different because the dot is completely filled versus the circle, which is just an outline. I thought that this might qualify, and if not, this is definitely a curve in a circle. So again, if you want to correct me, I'd love it, because I'm not sure, but I do love the concept. These are the basic elements you find a lot of in henna as well. And so today, day 8, my second and my first video was saying day 7. Day 7 went to upload on YouTube, found out I've actually already posted a day 7. So day 8 is to practice some stuff. And the previous days we've been talking about dots, variation of dots, lines, variation of lines. And this was actually your assignment that I did in the video. This was the second video. Let's get to this one. So exercise 1 is going to be, I'm going to repeat this right over here. Let me thicken the tip so it makes it thicker for you guys. And so exercise 1 is to use your graph paper. Went online, printed out a graph paper, is to use a line. And the way I said this was, see these boxes here? And I'll actually draw this for you. Look at that box. That's what I'm visualizing without the outline, obviously. And I visualize this part, this center here where this line is, and half of that. So half of the top box, half of the bottom box. My goal is to go from half of the box, touch the middle line, and come down. And I'll do that again. Go from the middle, touch, go from the top, touch the middle, and then go bottom. Do that again. Go from the top, touch the middle, go down. Go from the top, touch the middle, go down. Go from the top, touch the middle, go down. Okay, and your job is now to do this all across. And I'm giving myself gaps just because sometimes it's cleaner to do this. And then you're going to go all the way across the page and carry on with this. And then the next part of this was, I don't know if you can see there, is to go in reverse. So we're going to start again at the middle, touch the top, and then go to the bottom. But this time we already have some markers in place because of the previous design. Touch the top, the middle, the bottom. Top, middle, bottom, top, middle, bottom, top, middle, bottom. You'll notice in my videos I do this a lot. I keep repeating the elements, and that's because hopefully the repetition is also going to help you. And there you go, that's that. And then, you know, because we don't like to waste paper, let's just do this again in between. There you go. And now we've actually created a pattern. Now this element is going to be so important because there is a bonus exercise. I'm going to teach you a very popular design that comprises of this. So if you do a really good job of this, I would say at least do half a page to 1 page of this, because the next exercise will allow you to do that. Number 2 is a roundish circle. Now, if you go to waterproof.com, you will be able to get a graph paper that is the 1/4 inch size with always the larger boxes. Go ahead and print that out if you want to. I am demonstrating using these markers because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. I'm going to use the large ones for now. And the reason I'm using the large one is so I can show you the markers much more easily. 4 boxes, top right hand corner, you mark half here. And then you mark half on the under one, right under it, okay? So half of that box, that's your marker. Then your next goal is marker here, and marker here. That's actually halfway to the top line, halfway to the second line here, and halfway to the bottom line. Your goal is going to be to start at that halfway marker, curve around, making sure you touch the centers every time you go, and then come back here, okay? And you're going to do that again on this one. And you're going to come back here. You feel free to place your markers wherever you want. I'm obviously not doing it because I know where I'm going. And to demonstrate that in henna form, my marker is here. I have another marker here. And then I'm going to make sure I hit the center, make sure I hit the center there, make sure I hit the center there, and I come around like that. And hopefully you guys can see that this is quite round. So even though it's a C, it's almost like a circle. And if you guys can get this form in already, you will be able to do a nice perfect circle, which is going to be one of the next steps anyway. So this gives you a head start, but I'm just trying to show you the various forms. All right, so that's that. And you're going to keep going and keep going and keep going, right? And so the variation of this that I demonstrated here was that if you use the corner, you're going to have to scale down. So instead of going half on this, I'm going to go 1/4 and 1/4. But I'm still touching the center, and there. So a little bit on the 1/4, the center there. And I'm going to touch the top, the side, the bottom. That's what I'm saying center. I'm doing that. So I'll do this one more time. I go 1/4 of the way through the box, the top, the left, and the bottom. Okay. So 1/4 of the way, top, left, and bottom. Top, left, and bottom, like that. Okay, so you should be able to do beautiful C's like that. And then the third C that I wanted to focus on, and this is a curve in elemental Zentangle, but I'm just talking about henna and I call them C's, is the QBC is what I call it, because the QBC, I'll do this with a marker first, involves you going from here to here, back in that box that we invented earlier, right there, right? But you're going to go across, down, and this way. But the trick is to cut the corners, kind of cut the corners and go like that. So you're trying to make what I call a QBC, like that. Okay, and you're trying to touch the corner, you're trying to touch the bottom, but you're trying to do that. All right, and then if I were to do it in henna form, and if you do it in a marker, you can always use a pencil first and then go over it in a henna cone, because that will help you with doubling up the practice. And it also saves paper, which is really my #1 goal always, is let's not cut more trees than we need to, guys. So just take as much space as you can and go ahead and do that. And you're going to go all the way around. Now, when you finish this design, you've got that. Try to see if you can do something here. You can actually put a design in like that. You can actually circle inside, and then if you're feeling really brave, take another circle in there. And in fact, I really like this design, so I might just go with that. There was a group called Base Nectar that had this logo, but it's kind of the sideways version of their design like that. All right, so, and this will, again, more and more practice. Any excuse to practice is an awesome thing, right? So that was that. I want to get on to the bonus exercise. So guys, 2 pages, at least 2 pages of practice, and lots of curves, different curves. And I did talk in that about how the curve can be slight, wavy, and a little bit more round. Feel free to experiment with the other ones. So if you do a really good job with this, guys, you will be able to do the seed of life. The seed of life is this design right here, and there's the seed of life. It looks like a star. And if you know what an anise seed is, the anise seed looks like that to me. And the first thing you want to do is you want to get this isometric paper from waterproofpaper.com. For some reason, this one says waterproof-paper.com, but I got it from the same website that said waterproofpaper.com. So I'm not sure what the difference is. But anyway, so I went to that same place and I printed this out, the isometric one. And the reason for this is the triangles are actually much more useful to make the dots. And of course you can do this with the square. So if you don't have the triangle, I'll show you how to do this in the square quickly. So what you will do is you will go and then you will start marking. And this is a marker because I've already demonstrated in a previous video. You will do dot, skip 2 triangles, put the dot, skip 2 triangles, dot, skip 2 triangles, dot. And then when you come to the next row, you don't want to go across the same thing. You want to go halfway across until you find a little dot, like a joint where all the things are meeting. And then you want to put a dot there. And then you want to go down. And again, notice that this is halfway. And then you put another dot. And they're always 2, 2, 2. But we're kind of running them diagonally like that. And then you go back up. And then you want to go back to this line there. Okay? So, but it would be half of this. And you do the dot. And you notice the 2, 2, 2, and you're going to keep doing this. You're going to put the gaps in. So give you a quick demonstration. 1, 2, miss 2, miss 2, miss 2. And then I look at a triangle point for 2, 1, and 2. It's there. And then I just keep going down 2. And I like to stop here. And then I'm going to go again, 1, 2, right there, and then I'm going to come down 2. So I'm counting the triangles, and you may not be able to see them as much, but this is what I'm doing. All right, so there's our little triangle. That's how we did that. The next step is actually to draw the seed of life, and I demonstrated that, and that's what it looked like, but this is what I did. Remember that thing I told you about? So if you go halfway, that's the curve I was teaching you, right? Like that. All right. And then you're going to repeat it right over here. Now the isometric triangles kind of have these lines going down, and so you're aiming to try and hit half, just like we did in the previous thing, half of the spacing there, okay? And there. All right, so we have that. Now the third stage is, once you've got all of this thing going down, is to actually start going down and up, down and up. Down and up means you're going to go from this bit and draw as if you're going down, okay? And then when I say up, I'm going to draw the leaf as if it's facing up now. So this one was pointing down, and to me this one is pointing up. So I'll go down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, and then we'll repeat it on this side. We're going to go down, up, down, up, and down. Okay, so bearing in mind, if you're doing those things there, you should have equal spacing. There is a line right here, and there's another line right there, and then there's a third line right there. Okay, and what I am doing is I'm going halfway. I'm trying not to hit that line, and then halfway here. And then the same thing will happen this way, where I'm going halfway in and halfway in. And if I just keep doing this, I will have my lovely seed of life, which I've done there. Now, to demonstrate it quickly over here, the green ones are first of all going all the way down. The next stage is to go down, up, down, up. Some people like to go this way first and then go up. I like to do it my way, which is down, up, down, up. Choose the one that you feel better with. It's okay. Everyone has their own style. There is no wrong way. There's just a different way. So that was your bonus exercise. If you're already a smarty pan with that, go ahead and build some designs with Seed of Life. So quick reiteration. Today's exercise is 1, do these curves. If you do these curves, you'll be able to do that. Number 2, let me go here, is make a C-ish. And then the third one is a QBC, I call it, because it's very cubey. And then start filling them up. Start trying to create designs inside them, you know. And I have designs here, for example. Right here. This is my paper. I do what I want with it. How about that design? Does that work? I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I need to add something else to it. Who knows? So go ahead and try to put some elements together. Or, you know, you could just do a dot in there, maybe. Put 2 small dots on the other side. Who knows? This is your design. Show me your little creativity. See you guys soon, and I'm going to start trying to post regular videos now. Bye.